New Year's Eve, family reunion. The 70-year-old mom divides the family fortune at the holiday feast. 2 sets of property. Each son divided a set, 200,000 deposits to the only grandson. Even the 2 daughters-in-law and a granddaughter-in-law each have a large luxury jewelry that the daughter didn't even get a dime. Finally she slowly announced that I would be the one to give her old age. Well, that's nice. I lifted the holiday feast table in one swift motion, as I was bringing the last dish to the table from the kitchen. My mom took out a big red paper bag with the logo of a big brand of gold jewelry printed on it. She pulled out 3 jewelry boxes, each containing solid gold bracelets. Wow, so beautiful. The glittering gold light really wanted to blind people's eyes. She cleared her throat. It's going to be the new year soon. You guys have worked hard. This is my New Year's gift for you. After saying that, she gave the gold bracelet to my sister-in-law and younger brother-in-law and my big niece-in-law. I knew these were never for me and calmly opened my mouth to put the glasses and drinks down. Why mom's face blossomed into a chrysanthemum as she listened to her daughters-in-law and granddaughter-in-law repeatedly say, "Thank you mom and thank you grandma." She was in a good mood and announced, "I'm 70 years old, so I'm also going to arrange the property in my hands today." They immediately sat up straight and listened with open ears. I mom, I now have 2 suites and 200,000 deposits. You 2 younger brother. Each share a set, $200,000. It will be given to my eldest grandson. Good. Everyone clapped their hands. I looked at them faintly, not expecting mom's next sentence to mention me. After my mom's property was divided, she pointed to me. In the future, they'll follow Jade to retire. After the new year, they'll go to Jade's house. Younger brother immediately agreed. That's right. Mom is still the most compatible with my sister. The 2 of them live together is more convenient, have to take care of. Bigger brother was not idle either. Right. Mom still has $2,000 a month in pension anyway, and sis doesn't lose out. Everyone looked at me with a smile, as if I had gotten a bargain. I stood up with a new, took off my apron and threw it heavily on the stool. Since I'm not losing out, they'll live with you guys. I don't want it. Mom's face instantly sank and she scolded, "Jade, it's New Year's Eve, don't be crazy." Crazy? Fine. Then I'll simply go crazy enough today to show them. Since I was a child, every grain of rice I ate in this house was marked with a price, and everything that big brother and younger brother arrived at was taken for granted. I had thought that I would rather be ashamed of my own small family but also want to do a daughter's filial piety. I did not realize that my mom is so eager to share real estate, and also want to go to my home old age. It's really a good calculation. This is not until the last drop of blood of the dry daughter vowed to give up. Ah, you're right. They all think I'm a fool. Well, they'll show them that I'm a fool today. I picked up the plate of crispy fried chicken wings in front of me and slammed it on the ground. Bam, the plate cracked, and one by one, the fragrant chicken wings rolled down to the ground. The air was frozen for a few seconds. My mom finally reacted, trembling, stood up and pointed at me to rebuke in a harsh voice. You are really against the sky. This is what you want to do. What for? I sneered and picked up a plate of fried shredded potatoes on the side, slowly tilted the plate. The shredded potatoes all slipped to the ground, and then a sharp shake of the hand, and issued a crisp bam. The plate broke. Immediately thereafter, I was a lightning-fast momentum, violently to the table. A dial pull, full of table dishes, plates, cups, drinks all fell to the ground. I do not hate. And then swung the table in the center of a bottle of wine smashed on the ground. Open flowers, almost maniacal yelling, "Eat, I'm letting you guys eat. I don't want to live in this day anyway." Years of hard work for such a result. Why, looking at the table full of delicious food that I had been busy preparing for several days instantly became a pile of garbage. Not only did I not feel pity, on the contrary, I was filled with pleasure. I want to vent the hate, regret and resentment of these decades, over the years. Not only did I explicitly and implicitly subsidize parents' home money, but I also contributed by quitting my job and going home to take care of my bedridden dad for 3 years until he passed away. Now I'm 42 years old, and am still renting a room for the whole family, the husband and son to the cold face to me. The small family are almost to break up. They are all treating me like a free babysitter and a fool. Wine, drinks, and food were all smashed onto the floor and mixed together. And in the midst of all the screaming, brother and younger brother came up and restrained me. One of them twisted one of my arms. I was gasping for air, tears and snot had already flowed all over my face. Big brother yelled at me, "Jade, you have to apologize to mom." I laughed ruefully. Apologize? What am I apologizing for? I'm apologizing for the fact that you've all been shirking your duties for so many years and coming to the house to eat and drink as you please. Apologize for the fact That I'm the only one who serves my dad in bedridden, apologize for being the unpaid caretaker of this family, and then the property and money are all yours, and I have to pay for mom's retirement. Younger brother frowned. Sis, why do you talk like this? Which parents are not taken care of by their daughters? Daughters are more attentive than son, naturally they should take care of them better than us. They are your real dad, mom. Ah. Why are you still counting on this? Tears ran down my cheeks and into my mouth, so salty that I shook them off as hard as I could, counting. Yeah, you guys don't count, then mom is all yours from now on. Why? Mom yelled shrilly. No way. You don't care about me. Do you want me to die early? Oh, she was telling the truth. When she first came to my brother's house to bring up her grandchildren, she had all kinds of disagreements with her sister-in-law, and she was so angry that she had a heart attack twice. The younger brother-in-law this year are 37, refused to have a child. My mom has always been for this matter. She urged the birth of younger brother-in-law on the face. But so what? The two daughters-in-law are still given luxury jewelry and property, because she thought, no matter how she treats me, I will be filial duty her, will be submissive. But she forgot, I am a person, not a tool. I also have feelings. I also need to be loved. I end this world. No one will ever wait for you in the same place. When the disappointment, sadness save enough time, leave the person will not return, such as the current me. Brother, sister-in-law and younger brother-in-law are anxious. They know, once I go, mom will have to rely on their old age, and none of them want to carry this burden. Just entered the door shortly after the niece-in-law did not expect the first time to come to eat holiday feast encountered this kind of situation, horrified shrinking to one side, nephew in the side of the small voice to comfort her. In her eyes, I'm probably just a crazy person. It doesn't matter. I don't care what other people think. I don't want to be a fool anymore, and I don't want any more motherly affection. Every year on New Year's Eve, I don't even care about my own home, early in the morning to come to make them a holiday feast. It's just cheap, and I have been doing this for more than 10 years. Husband refused to come and did not allow son to come. He said, you go to be a free babysitter, even if it's okay. We can't go to be an unpaid caretaker for all 3 members of the family. Now that I think about it, he was really sober. I am the only one who enjoys being taken advantage of in the name of family and thinks him being selfless, but I'm just stupid. I do not go to do holiday feast, have to do my mom, my sister-in-law and younger brother-in-law is never refused to intervene. Brother and younger brother is a kind of big young man style. I feel sorry for my mom, but no one, I feel sorry for my mom, but no one feels sorry for me. Well, this New Year's Eve is the moment when I broke the bond with my parents' family. Brother yelled at me, mom's real estate, she wants to give it to whoever she wants to give it to, it's out of your hands, she has the grace of birth to you, you have support obligation to her, she wants to go to your old age. How? Younger brother also looked at me coldly, sister, this is your wrong, in-law relations which has mother-daughter mom and you close, want to go to your home, shows that she cannot leave you as a daughter, you should feel happy, laughing to death, as if the two of them are not mom's biological, and the only one with support obligations. I sneered back at them, you are all mom goodson, in-law relations are not good, mother and son are always good, right? You can do your own filial piety. Mom and not only gave birth to me, the words just fell, my mom rushed up and violently left and right open bow slapped me hard, 2 slaps, ungrateful child, I should have strangled you when you were born, so that you don't have to come to anger me now. I already had 2 red eyes, face full of tears, but also caught off guard by 2 slaps, suddenly eyes starry, dizzy, and easily hold the edge of the table before stabilizing not to fall down headlong. Brother and younger brother didn't even look at me, went to hold mom. You can't be angry, she doesn't know what kind of madness today, after 2 days will be fine. I suddenly erupted into a fit of laughter, good, mom, your 2 slaps are good, thank you for letting me die. From now on, I don't have you as my mom, and you don't have me as your daughter. When my mom heard this, she was furious and wanted to come up and hit me again. I blocked my arm with force, and she took 2 steps backward and sat on the sofa with her buttocks. When she was blocked by this force, she cried the sky, I really sinned, gave birth to such an unfilial daughter, but also dared to do it to me. Brother was on fire. You, look what you're doing, how dare you push her, came up and kicked me twice. Younger brother also not idle, slapped me. I was kicked to the ground, blood oozing from the corners of my mouth, and slammed the door with a strong breath. Out of the door, a harsh cold wind came, scraping in the face like a knife, but my heart, but more than being scraped by the knife more Pain, this is my heart for more than 40 years of parents' home, is my heart and lungs for more than 40 years of relatives. This wrongly paid for more than 40 years of feelings today was finally shattered by a few slaps and I was finally kicked to sobriety that I want to go home, I want to go back to my own home, all the way to regret, all the way to hate, all the way to tears, home, pushing open the door, the cries I've been holding back all the way can finally be let out freely, husband and son are watching the spring festival with a hot pot. As soon as I rushed in the door, I broke the defense, fell on the sofa and cried. They looked at each other in shock, first looked at me indifferently. After a while, husband finally couldn't help but go up to ask me what was wrong. Over the years, I cared very little for my husband and son. Son and I are not close. Husband is also very disgusted with my attitude towards parents' home. They all think that I only have parents' home in my heart, not my own small home, I cannot handle. Yes, I am really confused, and this is the consequence of my confusion that if I could do it all over again, I would love to live my own life that if I could do it all over again, I would love to live my own life that if the couple is united, their strength will break the gold, no matter what. We will not be married for more than 10 years, we cannot even afford to buy a house. On this very morning, God was still trying hard to get me to stay home and have a good New Year's Eve as a family of 3. But I was concerned about parents' home side of the family's holiday feast. Perfunctorily he said, go there to help and come back, grabbed the scarf, put on the down jacket and rushed out. I was so angry that my husband scolded me at the back for being sick in the head. It is sick, but also very sick. When I sobbed incoherently said after, husband and son look at my red swollen face, angry jumped high. What? You worked your ass off for them and you got beat up? Husband stomped his feet in hatred. Look, you don't listen to me, do you? Have to face to find anger. After saying that he rolled up his sleeves. Go back. I have to go to seek justice, can't be beaten for nothing. Not waiting for me to speak, he twisted around and rushed out. 16-year-old son also immediately followed. I had to wipe my tears chasing after. Parents' home is not far away, only 20 minutes. Husband and wife arrived at the door, knocking on the door. Just opened a crack, husband pushed open with one palm and rushed in. Son and I also went in right behind. I and the house of a plate of mess have not been cleaned up. My mom is still on the sofa wiping tears. The family is gathered around her in the consolation. Without saying a word, husband rushed up and punched my brother in the face. My brother was hit so hard that he staggered back several steps before stabilizing himself. When my brother pulled him back, he punched him in the face again and cursed, you scums, Jade worked for you and you beat her. She even gave up her own family for you. Are you not human beings? My brother covered his face, did not show any weakness, yelled at my husband. You ask her. She dared to push mom, ask her if she should be beaten. Husband heard even more fire, and lunged at him again. Should be beaten, yes, should be beaten. She is just short of giving her life to you guys. Why don't you just take our whole family's life today? A few of them wrestled together. Fortunately my husband is tall and big, it's not difficult to deal with them. When son saw this, he also wanted to go forward to help, but he was pulled back by his nephew and younger brother-in-law. I mom all confused. She never thought that I usually to her obedient daughter at this moment even brought husband-son parents home to discuss the law. Until see my brother's nose was beaten out of blood, my younger brother's corner of the eye are green. She only issued a long howl. You are what my life Sister-in-law see the situation cannot control also panicked to take out the cell phone. Alarm, I want to call the police. He entered the house to beat people. Let the police arrest him. I was shocked. This mess to the police station cannot be said. Cannot let her call the police. I went up to grab the cell phone. Sister-in-law viciously shrugged me off. I simply do not do anything. On the momentum of the two eyes rolled over, fell to the ground, fainted. Son yelled, Mom, Dad, come and see Mom. After all, it is the pro-life, the critical moment or protect me. Husband and a few of them stopped wrestling. My brother's sister-in-law and younger brother and my mom were dumbfounded. Sister-in-law shivered and explained, it wasn't me just now. Husband rushed over and picked me up, yelling at sister-in-law, quickly call 120. With that, I was pulled to the hospital in an ambulance, and husband and son followed. With the ambulance's siren sounding, my parents' home that was full of wreckage was finally left far behind us. Husband and son held my hand tightly until I slowly opened my eyes, and then they breathed a sigh of relief in unison. This is my loved ones, the ones who really love and care about me. I softly said to them, I'm sorry. The tears couldn't stop flowing again. Husband's face also hung flowers. The appearance is very messy, but I think he is very manly and very handsome. to the hospital, a simple checkup, nothing happened. Originally I was pretending, what can happen? From the hospital back, husband, and put the hot pot on the shelf. The family finally had a reunion year. This is the real New Year's Eve. On this New Year's Eve, although I was slapped a few times, my heart completely returned to my own little family, and I no longer cared about my parents' home. My heart was finally hardened towards parents' home, and my soft heart would only be taken advantage of and bullied by them. After I was picked up by the 120 ambulance, no one from parents' home sent me a message or called me to ask about the situation. Maybe they were afraid that I might have some problems and go after them. That's fine, I'm happy with the peace and quiet. I can't wait for them to disappear from my life from now on, since my mom doesn't think about me at all, then. My mother-daughter relationship with her is also broken, her old age or rely on her two baby son to go. I am now focusing all my thoughts on my own family. Son is already in his second year of high school. I have to give him a good nutritional supplement every day at home to make nutritious meals. In the past, son was not close to me because I always neglected him, but his heart still longs for mother's love. Now I care for him in every detail, his heart immediately close to me. The same goes for husband. I used to hate the fact that I was so focused on my parents' home and my younger brother that I just didn't care about him. Now my whole heart is pouncing on their own home. He is happy all day long. Once the paycheck is paid, it will be handed over to me. In the past, he never dared to give me his money, because as soon as he gave it to me, I would turn around and subsidize it to parents' home. Now, after the New Year's Eve so a mess, he knows I have and he a heart, to me also praised, wife, the critical moment. You are not stupid. If you really obey your mom's arrangement, then we really have to break up this family. We both sat down to seriously plan for the future. My first thing is to buy a house, taking advantage of the downturn in housing prices, hurry to get a set, improve the living environment of the whole family. Small county housing prices more than 5,000. We look at a set of 120 square feet together, 3 rooms and 2 halls, just right, a master bedroom and a second bedroom plus a study. The balcony can also do a glass room to raise flowers. The total house price is 650,000 yuan. We calculated the money on hand. Husband hand these years saved 15 million. In-laws died, gave me some gold jewelry, plus my wedding together. A total of about 50,000 can be sold. Basically the down payment is no problem. The two of us then borrowed from friends 70,000 to 80,000 yuan to decorate. You can move into the new house. The goal is certain. We both also decided to put more effort to earn more money. Husband. Every day after work to run tic-tac-toe. I work in the supermarket as a cashier, although only 2,000 a month, but the work time is not long. Once off work to go to the little sister's diners to help earn some extra money. Son will be at ease to study to prepare for the university. A family of 3, screwed together, the day more and more promising. A year later, we moved into a new house. The family was so happy in the new room and jumping and laughing. Husband also opened a champagne to celebrate. Son full of happiness sent a circle of friends. Who knows, I haven't been happy for 2 days yet. My mom came. It was my brother and younger brother who sent her here. I don't know how they found my new home. They knocked on my door early in the morning. It was a weekend. Son had gone to tutoring early, and my husband and I were still in bed after a late night. When I heard the knocking sound, I thought son forgot to take something back to get, yawning opened the door, but saw my brother and younger brother carrying a big bag and my mom stood there. I froze for a moment. They pushed open the door and came in. A year has not seen mom old much, I guess, and brother sister-in-law younger brother younger brother-in-law. They do not get along happily, right? They seem to have completely forgotten about the New Year's Eve, and brought their things in with natural expressions. My mom turned around in the living room, nodded, well, this property is good lighting, and the living room is big enough. My brother walked to the study, went in to take a look, and waved at my mom. Mom, come on, this room can be converted into a bedroom, spoken as if the property was theirs. They went into the study. I watched with cold eyes and didn't say anything, leaning against the door to see just how long they wanted to talk to themselves. Mom nodded. Well, it's small, it's not too bad. My brother then looked over at me and said in a bossy manner, Jade, mom isn't used to living with anyone, so she'll have to come to you. I grunted, oh, I see, you all don't welcome her, do you? Younger brother frowned, sister, you don't speak so harshly, what is not welcome? Mom is thinking of you in her heart, she has to come to your place. I laughed coldly, what, she can't live in her own room? Brother face a little unnatural, cleared his throat. Mom has not been property or transferred to me and younger brother. She just wants to live with her children to liven things up. I clapped my hands, so it was you who kicked her out when you got the property. Brother raged, you, how do you talk? Younger brother waved his hand at him. Don't talk about this now, sis. This year, mom took turns to live in my and brother's house, just all kinds of uncomfortable, thinking it's better to be close to you, so I sent her to you today. She is your own mom, you can't possibly not want it. That I nodded. Well, it's pro-mom, when I send big luxury jewelry, when I send property to send money. This daughter of mine is an outsider. When I retire, this daughter of mine is the most attentive. When slapped I this daughter is the most obedient. My mom face cannot hang on, angry, Jade, how, mom raised you so big, hit you 2 slaps cannot, and you still hold a grudge. As soon as I mentioned those slaps, I was so aggrieved that my tears rolled in my eyes again. Stop it. After that day, I don't have mom anymore, and I don't have younger brother. You guys go to my mom's eyes rounded. What, you're kicking me out? I raised my head and looked away as my mom pulled out her social security card. I'm not letting you keep me for nothing. I have pension, 2,000 which, before I could say anything, the door to the master bedroom opened, and my husband came out with a dark look on his face. No, I don't want $20,000, you can go to your son's home to retire, said he did not care. 3721, carry up the living room. That a few bags of luggage thrown out of the door. My mom's face are angry red, half a day cannot speak. Brother pointed at my husband. Have you so when the son-in-law? Throw your mother-in-law's things out of the door. Husband didn't give in. People who don't distinguish between good and bad don't deserve respect. My younger brother went up to still want to argue. Was my husband a glare? You two are the same. A person eat people do not spit bone. You buy a house. One asked Jade to ask for 50,000. One asked for 80,000. Our own family to buy a house or borrowed money. I do not know where you have such a big face. Here. I lowered my head guiltily. This is all I did that year. Behind husband quietly give. I really do not know my brain at that time like water. Hate to move their own home empty to parents' home. Husband also looked to my mom. When dad bedridden, only Jade immediately resigned to take care of him. This care is 3 years. You know our family own life is what days. I'm a person and as a father and mom to take care of the child, but also to go out to earn money. Jade everywhere thinking of you. Have you ever thought of her? My brother said disdainfully. What's the matter of the old sesame seeds and rotten grain? Is it interesting to mention it now? Husband raised his chin at him and pointed at the door. Of course it's interesting. Get lost. My mom cried and looked at me. I didn't look at her. She was so angry that she clenched her teeth. Okay, you guys don't ever recognize me as your mom again. Oh, please. Listened as they went out and slammed the door hard. Half a year later, the little sister is ready to go to the field with husband to develop the hand of diner low price transfer, asking for $100,000. I've been working here for so long, I've already learned the craft pretty much, and this store has a relatively stable clientele. $100,000 is really quite a good deal. My husband and I want to take over the business, but we are worried that we don't have the money. Little sister and I have always been very good feelings. See my intention, agreed to let me pay in installments, year and a half to pay off the transfer fee. That I was so happy that I jumped up and down. Finally I could wait for the day when I could be the boss. Immediately signed an agreement with her, took over the store. I quit my job at the supermarket to focus on being the boss. In order to save money, I streamlined the staff, dismissed 2 partners, and became the chef himself. Husband after work also do not run tic-tac-toe, come to the store to help. I also came to a new opening of the big payoff, pre-deposit 1,000 free 100, pre-deposit 2,000 free 300. The first 3 days of the new opening half-price drinks. The business of this store was already good, and then came this kind of promotion. The business of those days was really hot to burst. I and husband were busy until 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock in the morning for a few days before closing, although people are a little tired, but the money is clamoring to earn. A small store, the highest one day's turnover, even tens of thousands of dollars. Counting the red bills, my husband and I were happy. This work is done, is the vigor. Only a short period of 1 year. We will be little sisters. 100,000 yuan transfer fee all paid off. There are several tens of thousands of dollars in savings. Look at the benefits, so good. Husband simply also for early retirement, the 2 couples together. Business is getting red hot. A summer evening, the afterglow has not yet faded. Our store has been a number of pluck customers. The 2 of us, a frying, a skewer, is busy and happy. Suddenly a few people rushed in. I was carrying a plate of food out of the kitchen. An old man with a walking stick suddenly flopped in front of me on his knees, next to 2 men. I was shocked. The dish almost hit the ground. Fixed eyes. But it was my mom, and my brother and my younger brother. My mom is thinner than before, white hair, looks more miserable. Her crutches were thrown aside. kneeling in front of me crying and shouting at me, Jade, Jade Mom please, you cannot not want Mom What kind of bitter drama is this again? The melon-eating crowd instantly focused all their attention that I put down the plate, busy to pull my mom. Mom, what are you doing? Have something to go back to say. But no matter how I pull, my mom just refused to get up. She cried even louder, Jade You can bear to see Mom to die. You can't just live your own life and leave Mom alone. The guests gathered around and some started to raise their cell phones to take pictures that I looked to my brother and younger brother. Younger brother, what do you mean you brought Mom here? Come on, pull her up. My brother ignored me but said to everyone comment, my sister only cares about making money for herself. She doesn't even want Mom. Everyone say that a daughter can be so cruel. My younger brother also chimed in, isn't that right? My mom loves her the most and wants to be with her, but she just won't do it and kicked my mom out. The eaters began to talk to each other. Husband saw this and came out, pointing at my brother and younger brother. What are you guys making again? She gave you guys her property and money and you guys still want to send her here. As soon as I heard the mention of property and money, my mom's voice, which had just slightly lowered, immediately amplified several times again, and she began to kowtow to me, Jade, I won't get up until you promise me today that I couldn't say anything. I just had to try my best to pull her up. But she hugged my legs and said nothing. That a gray-haired old man kowtowed to his daughter begging for support. This scene is really cracked. I just body long mouth cannot say The husband tore at my brother and my younger brother. Why do you have such a bad heart? One of the store clerks called the police because he was afraid something would happen. The police came and put us all on the police car. When we got to the police station, we heard what happened, and they called community workers to mediate the matter. When the community workers came and asked for details, I realized what kind of life my mom had been living for the past 1 or 2 years. It turns out that after my mom announced the division of property, the two brothers' younger brother rushed to the property over the household. Younger brother and younger brother-in-law to share the suite rented annual rent of more than 10,000 yuan. Brother's sister-in-law looked red. The brother and sister-in-law are very happy to see this, but I am still living in the suite that was given to them. They then tried their best to persuade my mom to move out and stay at her brother's house for half a year each, and then they quickly rented out the suite to collect the rent. The first half of the year I lived in my brother's house. Although sister-in-law did not treat my mom well, and sometimes the dog jumped, but I thought at least it was only half a year, so I would just put up with it. But when I went to my younger brother's house in the second half of the year, I couldn't live there anymore after only 2 months. The reason is that my younger brother daughter-in-law think I mom also gave me big nephew 200,000. The reason also go to the big nephew home round 2 or 3 months. Big nephew is just newly married soon, to mouth in order to live 2 people world. Even children are not even temporarily planned to want. How can accept my mom to live it? Younger brother-in-law on all kinds of imbalance, every day at home, scolding, my mom angry straight wiped tears. Point 2 brother younger brother later thought really can't, just send my mom to my new residence. Who knows? I and husband split face mercilessly threw them out. Why mom only had to take turns going to their 2 homes again. This time sister-in-law also do not want to endure all kinds of counting down my mom. The first time to get big luxury jewelry, get property of the joy has long since disappeared. Why mom has always been in front of me to play the parental authority. To the 2 daughters-in-law here only obedient to look at the face of the part, the heart where to pass this hurdle. Point 1 night, she was sister-in-law really angry, pick up the luggage to go to my younger brother's home. Who knows the road darkness cannot see, fell into a puddle. Half a day cannot move, fortunately found by a kind person to send to the hospital, but the foot is lame. Sister-in-law and younger brother-in-law complained about each other. The 2 families are also incompatible. My mom, no matter which family to go, did not get a good face. This time, she really can't stand it. Want my brother and younger brother to send her to my store to kowtow to me on their knees, just begging me to stay. But didn't she bring all this on herself? She gave everything she had to her 2 precious sons and her grandchildren, and now she thinks of me. The community worker did me a favor. After all, she is your own mom. Don't you think it's better to let her go to your home and forget about it? I was a little soft, but when I thought of what happened to me on that New Year's Eve, my heart instantly hardened again. No, I don't want to be involved in parents' home affairs. The community worker's face sank. This is all futile thinking. A daughter is always a daughter, which is what spilled water, Daughter has support obligations to her parents. I was still firm. You haven't experienced what I went through. You have no idea how much a deserted daughter's heart aches. When you've been hurt with impunity, your heart is probably harder than mine. That big shiny luxury jewelry, those harsh few slaps, will always be a lingering pain for me. community staff only had to do their younger brother, two people's work. Let them take my mom back, good support, after all, each got a suite, each suite is worth 7 or 800,000 at point two. Younger brother said nothing, refused to take back, said the home has been disturbed, not like a home, and then take back the days, cannot live. We all don't want, can't let my mom to sleep on the street, right? In the end, the community proposed to send my mom to a community nursing home, with a monthly fee of $3,000 for my mom pension, and $1,000 for their younger brother, who would share the fee equally. 500 each. My mom and they both disagreed. My mom refused to go to the nursing home. Brother and younger brother proposed that I have to share the $1,400 for each of them and $200 for me. Okay, I'm not short of $200. I agreed to contribute. So there was no point in my mom not agreeing, because no one wanted her, and even if she gave those two precious sons a suite each, their home wouldn't be able to accommodate her. From the police station, they put my mom in a nursing home and we paid the fees into the nursing home account on a monthly schedule. From then on, I only give $200. She is not my concern, I will not look at her, because my mom even said in front of the police and community workers, my property and money is for son and grandchildren. No matter what, I have no regrets. Very good. If she doesn't regret it to such an extent, I regret it even less. Giving selflessly for son's grandchildren is her obsession, so why should I jeopardize it? Let her enjoy the ending that this obsession gave her. My world has been quiet ever since. 3 years later, husband and I opened another night snack outlet. Business was booming, and we made a lot of money. Son was already a college student, and our days got better and better. We not only pay off all the arrears, paid off the mortgages in advance, the hand also saved $100,000, although this money for others is not worth mentioning, but for us is very significant. We are finally not negative. Another 5 years later, my husband and I have become the big boss of this small county. We switched from diner to restaurant, and the restaurant business is more prosperous than the diner business. Some people say, our family must have attracted the god of wealth. These years have been smooth, it's they do not know. Where is the attraction of the god of wealth? The key is that the whole family is of one mind. The situation of my brother and my younger brother is not so good. My brother does not love anything, just love to drink, years and years of drunkenness, resulting in his only 50 years old on alcoholism, poor speech, hands and feet shaking, and then finally hemiplegia. Sister-in-law originally had lumbar disc protrusion, cannot take care of a few days on their own, bedridden, sick. Nephew and niece-in-law not only don't take care of them, but also think that they can't help bring up their grandchildren, and give them a bad face whenever they meet. Maybe this is a case of learning by example. How they treated their own father, mom, son will be how to treat them, or how to say that the upper beam is not straight and the lower beam is not crooked. Parents are always the best teachers for their children. The younger brother family, even worse. He and younger brother-in-law, two people have been childless couple, spend a lot of money, traveling every day to eat food, and then two people together hooked on gambling. Not only the mom left them that suite lost, even their own before living in that set also lost. Now the two owed a butt of debt. In order to avoid the debt, ran away to the field. Do not know where to go. I know this because both of them hadn't paid the $400 in months. The nursing home called me. Both of them couldn't get through on their phones at all to collect the money, and I gladly paid it for them. Now this $1,000 is a drop in the bucket for me, so think of it as charity. Only, I had only paid this $1,000 for 3 months when I got a call from the nursing home. My mom passed away. I didn't want to see her, even if she was already gone. I didn't want to go to see her off. I just wanted to get out of the shadow of my family of origin completely and heal the rest of my life that way. I paid all the funeral expenses and had the nursing home do her aftercare. None of her precious son or grandchildren went, and I went even less. This is the path she chose for herself. Let her finish it as she wishes. Another New Year's Eve, outside the sound of firecrackers, snowflakes flying, I stood in front of the window. It seems to see the New Year's Eve many years ago that suffered a lot of aggravation again. However, I want to thank that day, because through that day, I was reborn and have the life now. Thank you for that day, and even more thank you for that completely awakened self.